If you like to hustle, then you probably need these drops. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I just bought these. They are called Hustle Drops, and someone like me probably doesn't need them. But if you do hustle instead of moving around slothily through life, then maybe you need these. Now, I like these types of things because they help clear me up. And I'm doing this actually right now because it's the middle of winter here. It's a little dry. The air has to be dry. Otherwise, I get condensation on the windows, especially because they get very cold. And so one of the things that ends up happening is I get very congested. It's kind of funny to me that dry air makes me congested. I would think it'd be the other way around. But Hustle Drops are raw, natural performance drops. You can actually use these to maybe clear yourself up before you work out or go into that big fight or go into a presentation. Maybe you're a performer, you like to speak or sing. God knows I do. So one of the things that I liked about this is that it's all natural. That doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you, but it has mint, MONKFRUIT, coconut oil, and wintergreen oil. I actually think the wintergreen oil is something that you can get and it will really clear you up. I kind of think that's maybe the main active ingredient here. But we get this small little bottle here. It comes with an eyedropper, and what you are supposed to do here is actually take some of this, and it looks like we could get up to 1 milliliter there, and take some of this out here. All right. And I just thought I'd pull it out. Oh, look there. We got almost a full 1 milliliter there. Kind of looks like lemonade to me. And then you are actually supposed to take this, swallow it down, breathe in deeply, and it's supposed to clear you up. Now, one of the things that I've noticed here over some of the other ones that I've tried in the past is that is a lot. So maybe it's not as strong as some of the other ones, but I thought I would try this, see if it clears me up a little bit. I'm not super congested. I mean, I can't call in sick and use this voice and have people believe me. But what I thought I would do is see if it clears me up and then just see how long it lasts. So here goes nothing. Ooh. I almost coughed there. It's kind of like taking a swig of 80 proof bourbon. You get that burn. Whew. Starting to feel it through my nose, which is actually where I want it, because I think it's my sinus cavities that are kind of doing me in here. Whew. You feel it in the back of your throat. You know what? When you get that brain freeze from eating ice cream, you know, this whole area up here that starts to hurt, that's kind of what it feels like, except not quite brain freezy, but just like on fire. All right. I can definitely smell a little easier. I'm not really sure what it's doing, is if it's drying you out or if it's kind of opening up passages, but whew. All right. You can definitely smell and taste the peppermint. That's really what you've got going on here. That wintergreen oil, I'm guessing. It's a little hard for me to talk in my normal voice right now because, like I said, it's kind of like you chugged a bunch of vodka or something. So it's kind of wearing out here as you breathe it in, breathe it out. It's kind of mellowing it off a little bit. But like I said, I don't know how many drops you get, but a full milliliter, that's kind of a lot. And it also says not to do this more than once a day. So I can't take this again here. But I do have my eye on the clock. It does seem to be working. It's working pretty quickly. I would say this. If you're about to go on, perform, present, speak, go into a meeting, give a speech or something like this, you probably want to do this a few minutes before you're going to do that, because for a couple minutes here, I'm kind of knocked out and feeling a little bit like I'm getting zapped with electricity. I mean, it's something that you kind of have to absorb and level out again. So is it clearing me up like all my congestion's gone? No, but I mean, I definitely feel like the air kind of moving through my nasal passages like it wasn't before. So it's definitely clearing me up. I almost feel like I can create the sniffles more, so maybe it's kind of liquefying everything. I'm not sure, but I definitely feel it in the back of my throat right now. I kind of want to take a drink of something to kind of wash it through, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to minimize the effects that it's giving me here, especially since I can't take it again for another day, or at least I don't recommend you do. But man, all right, okay, I want to say maybe a few minutes after this, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I probably wouldn't want to work out right after taking it, but a few minutes afterwards, like if you were in your car, you took this before you went into the gym or before you went to hit the weights or play sports or go to the basketball court or play golf or whatever, it's kind of nice, man. I mean, it is kind of like putting a nasal strip on your nose in some ways. So, all right. So, now I'm just going to go about my business and see how long this lasts. So, how did this work? I am sitting here talking to you exactly 3 hours after I took the eyedropper full of Hustle Drops. And I will say, this can't be super precise, but this has about a half-life of 1 hour, which means that after the first hour, I noticed a pretty big drop-off of the effect, the decongesting effect, the open airways. It just felt like it was kind of coming down at that point. There was kind of a steep drop-off in the effect. And after the second hour, I felt like most of it had gone away. So it was kind of working at about 50% after an hour and about 25% after the second hour. And now on the third hour, what I feel like is that maybe there's that faintest hint of that peppermint burn, just kind of a lingering taste, and I still feel okay, but, the congestion is starting to come back a little bit, and I'm starting to feel about how I did before I took this. So, what can you expect when you take this? I think if you take the Hustle Drops right before you go and work out for an hour, or go on a jog, or go on a hike, or do your presentation, or sit in a meeting, or go skiing, or whatever you want to do, then you're probably going to get the full effect of this for about that hour, and then it's just gonna fade away and roll off after that. But for that hour, man, it works pretty good. It kind of punches you in your face and you do feel really opened up, and I think you can probably be at your best. So if you want to put yourself in the best situation to have the best performance or the best workout or the best presentation, hey, this could definitely help. So a little bottle like this, it's 1 ounce, 30 milliliters. It was about $30, but the eyedropper is 1 milliliter. That's about 30 times you can use this. So this should last you all month, but it's just kind of one of those things where I think if you just have this on your desk or it's traveling with you, man, this could give you a little kick in the pants when you need it. So if you want to pick this up, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.